Cleveland, you just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders, yes sir, it's time. Yeah. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Call Shedeur to the land, yeah, he about to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur do the same, yeah, straight domination. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. No favors, built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur do the same, yeah, straight domination. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land. Cleveland, you just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders, yes sir, it's time. Out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Call Shedeur to the land, yeah, he about to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur do the same, yeah, straight domination. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight.
We back.
Different bread for the
We back. I'm trying to get my boys back, man. I apologize. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. Hey, Money Man, you already know, man. We back in that thing. Guaranteed I ain't playing no game. Shout out, I already know my name. When I spit that 6'6" flame, you already know what it is. Hey, like, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about that Money Man. You already know, because we back talking about the OTAs, man. I know, it's been a minute, but hey, you see what's going on. You see what's going on. You see what's going on. I need y'all to hit that like button, boy. We pushing the 50K right now, boy. We pushing the 50K right now, boy. We about to debunk all this debacle, this whatever it is up there in Cleveland with these 5 quarterbacks. It's ridiculous, man. We're going straight to the boondocks. We going straight to the boondocks with it. I don't even understand how Shedeur getting the least reps right now. And like I said, right now, man, I got a lot to talk about. So I need y'all to go ahead and share this video to all your friends and all your family that like Shedeur, even the haters that don't like him. I need everybody that tuned in right now. I need everybody to tune in. I'm telling you, man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Where he at? Look like he deleted it. Bug done deleted it. I should have left it alone. Y'all don't know this should do a manager right here. I had refreshed it, man. He had a post up here earlier. It looked like he done deleted it. It might be it right here. But he was responding to some of them ESPN, whatever analysts, whatever station they was on. He was responding to it. He was responding to them talking about Shedeur and all that. And I don't know. I just had it though. GG. Let's take a listen to them.
To know me is to know I'm about right or wrong, good or bad, bullshit or real shit. I'm not into sparing feelings or who feelings got hurt. That ain't. If it's the truth, if the truth hurts someone's feelings, that's their problem, not mine. If anybody has a problem with the truth, they have a problem with themselves. It's not my job to cater to anyone's feelings about what's true and what ain't. So the minute I tell a lie, I say, "Book, stop." But if I don't tell a lie, let me cook. Because at the end of the day, what I said is the truth. Because I watch people get online every day and kick my dog, try to kick him while he down, do everything on the sun. They don't care about how he feel one bit. But then as soon as I speak, oh, you need to worry about somebody's feelings. Huh? What? You talking about the one that talk about my dog who don't care about his feelings, but they want me to spare feelings? Come on, man. It is what it is. And then we talking about grown men who are in the locker room. They don't care what Bug say. These people, a lot of them kids in the locker room don't even know Bug. And the ones that do, they know what I'm about. And they love 12 and 12 love them. They ain't worried about what Bug say. Oh, that only matters to the people who live online. Them people living in the real world, in the real locker room, getting real things accomplished, trying to get a real job. They not worried about what's going on online. Kill their confidence. Man, at the end of the day, let's keep it G. Today, I'm not saying none of them won't ever be better, but if we trying to say that the guys that 12 has been throwing to are just as good as Jared, Judy, and Njoku as of today, come on, man, stop playing. Stop playing. I'm not saying they won't ever have a great career and blow up and go beat them and blow past those guys, but as of today, if you don't think that they lesser talented, if you think they're equivalent to Jared, Judy, man, you need to go look in the mirror. Your mirror broken, not mine.
I'm telling you, boy, that mirror will be broke because Shedeur out here getting the last team reps, only 9 reps in the what? The first day or the second day, whatever day it is. We already know that they married Kate, lady, that we really don't like. We all know a Shedeur hater. She up here said that Shedeur was going to be the last quarterback. He was going to get the least amount of reps. As the head coach, and we said, watch the interview, when he was on ESPN Cleveland, he said that the reps going to be broke up. And then he, like, I ain't understand it. It kind of contradicted itself when he said, we going to get virtual reps, and then reps, people going to be standing behind getting mental reps and all that. It's crazy, man. With that being said, like, I still believe Shedeur need to get up out of there. But, because this guy right here, they need to go ahead and trade him. I heard that somebody else said it. I forgot who said it. Where I seen it at. I forgot who said it. But they said it was, just like I said about Travis Hunter, Jackson Dart. They preparing to get him to start. Like, even with Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniel, even though they were first pick, third pick, second pick, whatever. Cam Ward, they getting them ready to play. They believe in them. Cleveland didn't believe in Shedeur. That's why they drafted Dillon Gabriel. They didn't believe in Shedeur, man. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how you draft 2 quarterbacks. You trade for one, sign another one, got one $230 million on your roster. Then you draft 2? What is going on, Cleveland? Y'all steady gonna be the laughing stock of the league. And mess around, right here. Mess around and trade Shedeur if you want to. Mess around and trade Shedeur if you want to. But your fan base gonna hate you so bad. It's gonna be ridiculous. It don't matter what he do in these first couple of days. It's when they change it, when they change it up, and they start giving Shedeur more reps, because that's what it look like it's gonna lead to. That's what it look like it's going to. Don't nobody want to say it but me. I say it first. It looked like Shedeur getting the last reps now. Then later, because it's 10-day OTAs, 10 days. So it looked like later Shedeur gonna start getting more reps, and it's gonna flip basically. So now it's gonna flip, like Kenny Pickett, Dillon, Gabriel getting the main rep, then Joe Flacco, then Shedeur. I think it's gonna flip to where Joe Flacco and Shedeur start getting more reps, and then Kenny Pickett and Gabriel start getting less reps, just to make it balance out even, because the head coach talking about don't nobody know how we got it structured. But if it don't change, oh my goodness. If Shedeur keep getting the least amount of reps, the rest of the OTAs, trade him. It's over with. Go ahead and get rid of him. Okay? Because it ain't foul now. You done said it's going to be foul, then it ain't foul. Then you talking about virtual reps. So what? Shedeur getting all the virtual reps? Dillon Gabriel ain't getting none? Kenny Pickett ain't getting none? Ridiculous, man.
He's all over, social media. There's a huge fan base for him. He's a celebrity. I mean, have you sort of felt that? And if so, what impact does that have on any of this?
I don't think much player-wise. Shadeur's an awesome guy, man. He's funny to be around. He's a great time every day in the quarterback room. We have a lot of laughs together, so it's been a lot of fun having him in the building.
Have you felt that?
That Mary Kate lady asking that question now. A lot of y'all ain't gonna say that. That Mary Kate lady asking that question. The Kenny Pickett. We all know that he need to be traded to the Saints. That's his best scenario for him.
Here he's handling things well. We'll see. He's 2 days in, he's 2 weeks in. He's going to have to win every single day in the meetings, in the asking questions, in the staying after practice and all of that, because just to earn more chances. Right? And we're going to really judge, and I'm going to be a part of it when we get to the summer and these joint practices, because that's where it's going to be. But to earn those chances, he has to do it. Now, and I really think the other guy does too, because I don't see the other guy impressing at all. And I'm not trying to be personal with him.
Right,
he does not look like an NFL quarterback. And 31 other draft rooms didn't think he was a second-day pick. Yeah. So he's going to have to earn those too, because eventually they're going to matter. Right now, we're just talking about them. They don't matter.
Do you agree with Jason? It was Joe and then Shedeur as the top two guys?
100%. 100%. I watch.
I don't know, man. It's so mixed. It's so mixed right now. Like, people were saying he need to make the team first. He got to make it. He a 5th round draft pick. Like, I understand if he was projected as a 5th round draft pick, but he wasn't never projected as a 5th round draft pick. This man was projected as a 1st rounder, but got drafted in the 5th round. Y'all can't compare that. You can't. This is not a regular 5th rounder. Why they keep talking about that? This man is a celebrity with a fan base. Yeah. This is a celebrity with a fan base, and y'all trying to compare him to a regular 5th rounder. No. You can't. Shedeur is at a different status, man. He don't need the league to make him famous. That's why he failed. That's why teams passed on him. They can't control it. Now the Browns done got themselves in a situation. Let them trade Shedeur. Let Shedeur not start. Let Shedeur be on the practice squad. Bro, you about to have fans, them in long-time Brown fans, like, what are we doing? They gonna start talking at the owner, man.
College was his pocket presence, his ability to remain calm in the pocket when everything was going crazy around him. Dillon Gabriel had the luxury of playing for Oregon. I think we might see Shedeur Sanders play this season as the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. I do think it'll be Joe Flacco at the beginning of the year, but as we know with guys that age who have been around for so long, you don't know if he can be there the whole year. I think that we could see Shedeur Sanders play for the Cleveland Browns at one point this season, and I'm rooting for him to get an opportunity. And I think Kenny Pickett will be the odd man out in that room because they've got some young experienced
I don't think
guys.
Shedeur Sanders is better than Dillon Gabriel, and I don't think the Browns.
I think we're gonna have to see that in the preseason and training camp. The thing that
You gotta see it. The man just said it. You gotta see it. Like, you can't. All this out the window. Everything out the window right now. What they did in college, over with. What have we seen in rookie minicamp? What have we seen in the OTAs? Who had been better? Totality-wise. Let me find that clip. Dude basically said it was Joe Flacco, Shedeur, Gabriel, then Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett was the last man on the totem pole for a production in the OTAs right now. I had all this stuff pulled up. Now I can't find it. That's why we lied, though. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Trying to find that thing. Here it is right here. Boom.
Yesterday was in the red zone period. And he was good in the red zone. He threw some nice passes. We're talking 10-yard passes here and 7-on-7.
Do 10-yard passes count in the NFL? But you're making it sound like they don't. Don't they count?
Yeah.
Don't the 10-yarders count too, Tone? Or does it got to be a 40-yard bomb?
I'm trying to put it in perspective. Come on. He did fine. He did fine.
Because if he went 3 for 9 with 2 picks, you'd have said the same thing, right? Okay.
Incomplete passes from 10 yards.
Tony,
that's a red flag.
Okay,
if you
so
make
Tony,
them,
yeah, okay. So don't.
Good.
You're done talking about Shedeur. I think you've lost some credibility there because everybody knows you have an agenda, which is fine. Because I'll be the good guy, you be the bad cop, and we'll make it work. Tony, how long?
You're sounding like a scorned schoolgirl over this issue. Come on, let's be real. He's number 4 on the list right now.
And that's right, I am scorned because he should be number 1. Sorry. Okay, that's me.
I'm telling you, man, it like that ain't even the commentators argue. Everybody know and everybody see it. Man, he did look good. Just admit that he was better. You don't want to say he better than Dillon Gabriel because you don't like Shedeur.
Most of Shedeur's work, yes.
You mean to tell me a 10-yard pass? Last time I checked, 10 yards was a first down. If you throw 10 yards down the field until you get to the end zone, you done went down the field. What are you talking about? You ain't got to throw a deep ball just to get down the field. These folks want to change up how football they play. Like, you don't have to throw deep bombs every play. Dewey got an agenda. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. We ain't never talked about no Browns OTAs right now. Ain't nobody never said that. I thought I had them up. Like, come on, bro. Like, look at this. They tracking these throws, man. Dude got 9 completions. He had 9 attempts and 7 completions with 3 touchdowns. 2 incomplete passes. Everybody getting double digits attempts. Double-digit passing attempts. Dillon Gabriel threw another interception. Look at Grunt right here. Y'all probably can't see it because I'm in the way. But it said, somebody asked Grunt, that's the AI on Twitter. They said, who wins this quarterback battle for the Browns in the Brown camp? It says, May 28, 2025, Shedeur Sanders leads the Browns quarterback battle based on practice stats with 7 out of 9 completions, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Kenny Pickett, despite being an early favorite due to experience, had a less impressive 9 of 16 with 0 touchdowns. Dillon Gabriel, 11 for 16, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Joe Flacco, 9 for 14 with 1 touchdown. Remain competitive. Sanders' performance suggests he's ahead, but Pickett's experience and Gabriel's potential keep the race tight. Training camp and preseason will clarify the starter. This from an AI. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. Now, it don't matter what team it was against. If he making the right read, it don't matter. If it's getting the second or third team, it don't matter. If he making the right read, it don't matter what defense, 1, 2s, or 3s.
It is non-mandatory. Any player that doesn't.
Myles Garrett ain't got to beat up, bro. Myles Garrett ain't got to be at OTA. Come on now. Trying to find that other clip, bro. I had all this up. Look at that. It might have been it right here. And why would they even put this on here? Mason Graham tipped the pass and they picked. So Dillon Gabriel ain't throw the pick. He got tipped. Should do a red zone touchdown. And then he rolled. What? That's a perfect pass. Look at the pass, bro. That's a perfect pass, bro. Hold on.
First guy up and running, so to speak. I would be at least mildly surprised if he's not the starter, at least going into training camp and to see how things go. They know they have developmental pieces in place. Like, there's not a lot of pressure to have to play Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders right now. Look at quarterback pieces like currency and value. So if somebody goes down, if there's an injury in training camp, they have somebody they could potentially trade. Maybe it's Pickett, maybe it's one of the rookies, but I could see that sort of maneuvering. I have a hard time thinking they keep 4 on the roster. I think it might be 3, and then you can try to practice squad a player, or you could try to swing a trade.
Odd. You know what folks, the plan is flawed. You know what they're doing in New York, Chris? They're getting Jackson Dart ready to start. You know what they're doing in Tennessee, Chris? They're getting Cam Ward ready to start. Shedeur is an afterthought. A young quarterback needs the team to commit to him with everything. The offense, the coaching, the players around him. They work him in slowly. There's a ramp up. They give him a chance. He's not getting any of this. He's got to claw his way through 3 guys before he gets that chance. How the hell is he going to do this? Are the Browns committed to Shedeur Sanders? No.
It doesn't look that way.
Are they committed to Dillon Gabriel? No. Couple of draft picks, throw stuff against the wall, see what fit. Folks, that's not how to cultivate a young quarterback with confidence and get him ready to play.
He couldn't have said it no better. He couldn't have said it no better. I'm like, any other team that need a quarterback, they draft the quarterback and commit to him. They don't draft 2 quarterbacks, trade for one, sign another one, got a $230 million quarterback on their roster that hurt. You don't do that, bruh. How you gonna be in a quarterback competition if you ain't got nobody that you believe in? None. How in the world can Kenny Pickett be the starter? This guy ain't did nothing. Been in the league 3 years, ain't did nothing. You can't even let your rookies show what they can do because you up here banking on Kenny Pickett. Ridiculous, bro. I don't even think about winning no more. For the Browns, I don't even think about winning no more. It's about how much money we can make because we got a loyal fan base that don't care if we win or lose. It's ridiculous, bro. Like he said, he got to claw his way through 3 people before he even get a chance. He got to claw his way through 3 people before he even get a chance. We in the end of May talking about Browns OTAs. We ain't never did it before.
Presented by...
Did the dude that don't like Shedeur at all. Him and that lady Mary Kate. They don't like Shedeur at all. But he breaking it down.
Hi, everybody.
He tracked it, though. He tracked it, but he ain't going to admit Shedeur was the better quarterback. He ain't going to admit it.
It's Tony Grossi with our Cleveland Browns OTA report presented by Permco. Well, the first day the media saw OTAs was like a 4-ring circus. 4 quarterbacks, a pair of them doing simultaneous drills. It was hard to keep track, but our team at ESPN Cleveland did keep track. And summarize it, the first quarterback in the early periods was Kenny Pickett, followed by Joe.
Hold on. Last time he said he was keeping track, so how it's hard to keep track now? Get out of here, bro.
Flacco, Dillon Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. When they went to a little more competitive periods, like 11 on 11, it was Flacco taking first dibs, followed by Pickett, but then they flipped the order after that. Overall, it looked like...
So when they flipped the order, who was it? Was it Shedeur first?
Dillon Gabriel And Kenny Pickett, if you add up all the reps they took, just handing off, just leading one-on-ones and all that, Pickett and Gabriel probably had more reps than anyone, followed by Flacco and Shedeur Sanders, kind of a distant fourth in terms of number of reps. Do you want more numbers? Okay, we charted completions and all passes in the 7-on-7 drills and the 11-on-11. And here we go. Kenny Pickett, 9 of 16. Joe Flacco, 9 of 14 with a touchdown. Dillon Gabriel, 11 of 16, a touchdown and an interception off a tip pass at the line of scrimmage by Mason Graham. Shedeur Sanders, 7 of 9, 3 TDs. All of the TDs occurred in the 7-on-7 red zone period. So take what you want out of those numbers. A couple other things.
See how you said that after he should do numbers? You could have said that first. You could have said this was in the red zone period. Then start naming it. Ain't the game in football to score touchdowns? They put up points. So if I'm in the red zone and my quarterback down there 9 times or got 9 attempts and he come out with 3 touchdowns, that's 21 points. What is you talking about? That is 21 points my quarterback there put on the board on 9 attempts. The other one had 14. He had 1. That's 7. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? If I'm in the red zone, the point is to score. He threw 3 touchdowns. Then everybody else won. 3 other quarterbacks went on the one scored a touchdown. He scored 3. That's 21-7.
No-shows. Notable no-shows. Myles Garrett, Deontay Johnson, Greg Newsome, Joel Bitonio, and Jack Conklin. Kevin Stefanski is not irritated in the least by anyone showing up or being absent from voluntary workouts. Pointed out it's voluntary and all that. But Joe Flacco made an interesting comment in his media session, and he wasn't saying this with anyone in mind. He just said he loves the phase 3 of the offseason program, getting on the field, and it's an opportunity for the team to get closer together. And I thought that stood out. The guys who aren't here choose not to be here, but maybe they'll show up before OTAs are out. So that's it.
Bro, I ain't seen nobody hate on a dude so bad, bro. And like, bro, Bug said, they the grown folk.
Shedeur didn't get any reps with the first teamers. He was the only one. Now, I'm not going to read too much into that because there's 3 days. So there was yesterday. Maybe he got reps with the ones yesterday. I don't know. Maybe he gets reps with the ones today. But, like, how many days like yesterday does he have to have for them to say, hey, you know, let's get a look at this kid?
I don't know that there's anything that he can do to get a look. Chris?
Oh, I'm not so sure.
Hold on. For the opener?
Fair, Aaron, for the opener. But I think if he continues to ball out every day and shine, like at some point this coaching staff is going to say, okay, let's give him a look.
Boy, I thought he looked good, man. I like that 12 too, man. I like that.
Here it is right here. That's what I want to talk about.
From what I heard, and I talked to best quarterback at OTAs yesterday, from what I heard, and I talked to 20 people that were there.
Yeah.
Consensus best quarterback, Joe Flacco.
Okay.
Consensus second best quarterback, Shedeur Sanders.
Wow.
Consensus third, Dillon Gabriel. Consensus worst player at OTAs, Kenny Pickett.
Aaron, that is your narrative. Chris, get the hell out of here.
He just came in and said Aaron's right.
Who said Aaron's right?
Chops.
Best quarterback at OTAs yesterday, from what I heard, and I talked to 20 people that were there.
Yeah.
Consensus best quarterback, Joe Flacco.
Okay.
Consensus second best quarterback, Shedeur Sanders.
Wow.
Consensus third, Dillon Gabriel. Consensus worst player at OTAs, Kenny Pickett.
Aaron, that is your narrative. Chris, get the hell out of here.
He just came in and said Aaron's right.
Who said Aaron's right?
Chops.
Bro, you cannot make this up. I'm telling you, cannot make this up, man. I told you, one of my other videos, I said, boy, they're going to try everything possible not to play Shedeur, bro. They're going to try everything possible. But if the boy keep balling out and people seeing it, you can't deny it. That's the whole point. He got less reps. He outplaying them. He already know. And Dillon probably done told him, you ain't going to get all them reps. So guess what you got to do? When you get in there, you can't make no mistake. That's why I told y'all, if you ain't been here, you need to stay here. I've been saying it. I said, if he mess up one time, they're going to call him a bust. It only going to take one time for him to mess up, they're going to call him a bust. He ain't got all them opportunities. Ridiculous, man. But I'm telling you what's going to happen, though. If we keep going on, they're going to end up flipping it. Because what the head coach said himself, he said they evaluate how they even walk to the field. So they trying to evaluate how he act with less reps. How Shedeur acting right now? How Dillon Gabriel acting? How Kenny Pickett acting? How Flacco acting with less reps? How Flacco and Shedeur acting with less reps? Because them two, they're getting the least amount of reps right now. How Shedeur acting, getting all the fourth string reps. He getting the least reps out of everybody. How Shedeur responding? Then we going to flip it. we going to go through this week of OTA. Then that week, OTA, we going to flip it. we going to get Shedeur all the reps. Joe Flacco all the reps. Let's see how Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel respond. Because right now, is Shedeur doing that with the little bit of reps? Then wait till he start getting a lot of reps. A lot of reps mean more opportunity to mess up, but still more opportunity to succeed. But it don't matter what team you going against. If you making the right read, that's just what it is. They're like bruh said, talking about they red zone. Bruh, the point of football and the quarterback and the offense is to score points. And my quarterback in the red zone, he got 3 touchdowns. That's 21 points. What is you talking about? Joe Flacco, the only other quarterback that scored a touchdown in the red zone on that 7-on-7 period. Come on, bruh. Y'all don't want to win. They're ridiculous. Then you going to say, that's in the red zone. Take it how you want it. What? You could have said that before you read the stats.
Best quarterback at OTAs yesterday from what I heard, and I talked to 20 people that were there.
Yeah.
Consensus best quarterback, Joe Flacco.
Okay.
Consensus second best quarterback, Shedeur Sanders.
Wow.
Consensus third, Dillon Gabriel. Consensus worst player at OTAs, Kenny Pickett.
Aaron, that is your narrative. Chris, get the hell out of here.
He just came in and said Aaron's right.
Who said Aaron's right?
Chops.
Best quarterback.
He talked to 20 people. That's the same thing they said when Shedeur messed up in the interviews. They talked to multiple scouts, multiple people that was in the room. But y'all believe that? They can't. And when it's for you, man. When God got something destined for you, it's destined for you no matter who try. The enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. What the scripture say? Nobody, no weapon, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Not even your own team. That's ridiculous, man. People been hating on that boy since Colorado. in Jackson State. I was at the Celebration Bowl, a Jackson State fan in the standing in front of me that hating on Shedeur at the game. And he cheering for Jackson State. What? You a fan of the team and hating on your quarterback in the Celebration Bowl. You talking about I can't wait for him to leave. What? What is you doing? You don't want to win. This man said they were red zone touchdown. That's what we want. The object of the game is to put up points on the offense, not passing yards. What in the world?
Go ahead,
So
Aaron.
the
Tell them what
NFL put the tickets on sale this morning for the London games. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Browns, and Vikings on October 5th. It has not gone great. The website immediately crashed because of high demand for the tickets.
So many people wanted the tickets to London. The website crashed. So that's why you need to go with us.
Right. Stop planning your own trips to Europe and get on board with people who know what they're doing and come with us. We're all going to be there.
Yeah. Trip of a
Grossy,
lifetime.
Riz, me, we're all going.
Trip of a
Paul?
lifetime. VIP tailgates, Browns legends, fan parties, game tickets, transportation, hassle-free travel with group flights and beautiful 4-star hotels. You show up and everything's taken care of. That's how I like to travel. That's why I travel with True Fan. We had a...
Bruh, why you think all them tickets sold out? Why you think all them tickets sold out? It ain't because of Dillon Gabriel. It damn sure ain't because of Kenny Pickett. It damn sure ain't because of him. They in a hole across the water and they want to see Shedeur. Shedeur got to get the chance to get in there to be like Bo Nix. Man, the Browns even playing with him, bro. They ain't really want him. It's ridiculous, man. But dude, he already done said he gonna have to fight. He already know. But you feel what you can't control, man. You feel what you can't control, man. Let them trade Shedeur, bruh. Y'all weren't even relevant. Let the Browns trade Shedeur. Do it now. Don't wait till the end of the preseason. Do it now. If you don't want them.
I'm happy. Well, you got to get my first rookie contract.
Yes, sir.
Is lit.
Yeah.
Quarterback room's fun. Every day is fun going in there. Everything is real good. I'm happy. Well, you got a bunch of different personalities in the quarterback room, so that's what it is. And just getting to talk to the quarterbacks that took NFL snaps, that played in the league. So you live in the experience through them also, you know, and ask them whatever questions come to mind.
Anything.
They ain't blocking for Kenny Pickett. Look at this. He got sacked. And then overthrew the ball. I don't know, bro. I'm looking at the film. They're like you looking at it. That's Joe Flacco. We should have been throwing the ball, bro. What are you looking at? Jugging was wide open. I seen that. But they ain't showing much of nothing. But like bro said, it gonna when he come down to when he get in that heat and that fire, when he on them preseason scrimmages, then in the game, yeah, the scrimmages really gonna tell. They probably gonna get after it more than in the game. But all them reps gonna count too. For all these quarterbacks, them scrimmage games, in practice when they playing in them before the preseason game, and then the actual preseason game when you got the people watching. How you respond to that pressure? You got that young boy playing, boy. You got that fire on me. But we ain't been investing in the Browns since they became a franchise in years until Shedeur get there. Now everything Browns, Shedeur.
I canceled my Midjourney subscription because this AI does everything I need for one time.
But they need Drake Kenny Pickett now. Trade it to the Saints. Take whatever they offering. Cause like they keep saying, and I done said, go watch my trade video. Somebody they ain't keeping 5 quarterbacks on the roster, bro. I ain't never seen a team ain't never really kept more than 3. And like they said, one be on the practice squad. You know, what most important in them days, they ain't got nobody in there that can record. Like, we ain't never gonna know and let the head coach come out and say something. But he gonna be so blunt and so neutral, man. You ain't gonna know what going on. It made no sense. They're like, tell it, bro, come on. Like, you want to keep everything a guessing game. That's why I think they don't even want to win. Well, they ain't showing much of nothing, bro. I got Shedeur on the center. Dillon Gabriel shotgun. Flacco almost lost the ball, didn't he? Dang. Wow. Wow, bro. Y'all ain't see that? It took Shedeur out of the rep. Nah, that's why Dillon said. Dillon said it out his own mouth that he hurried up and signed that contract. So them teams went think that he was trying to become their head coach or whatever team Shedeur went to. Dillon said that out his own mouth. That's why he on purposely signed, hurry up and got that deal with Colorado before the NFL draft. But still, if you that scared that you gonna lose your job to Dillon, that means you ain't doing a good job and you need to be fired. How in the world you threatened by a man to come take your job if you doing a good job? No. They ain't about to fire you if you winning. They ain't gonna fire you and get Dillon if you winning. There's only 2 teams in the league that's winning. Anybody can go. There's only 2 GMs in the league that done got it right. The Chiefs and the Eagles. Everybody else is still trying to figure it out. Them the only 2 teams that done won the Super Bowl in the last 3 years. Come on, bro.
Which teammate would get a best TED Talk? Shedeur Sanders, bro, because he always got an opinion. That man. Tell me, what's the TED Talk? It's like, you know when you just got, like, opinions, like, and you could just sit there and talk about over anything? You gonna be great at that. I appreciate it, bro. Why? Tell us, talk about whatever you want to know. Anything. Politics. Talk to why. Religion, hunting for sure. Fiction. Houses, transportation, babysitting. Probably obviously Miles. Probably Joe Flacco.
Wyatt Teller. TV.
Yeah, Wyatt.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Juwan. Wyatt Teller. He pretty much knows a little bit about everything. Cam Mitchell.
I guess me.
Juwan Briggs. Harold. I say Juwan Briggs. I give Juwan.
Wyatt Teller. The only real answer is mood. So if they didn't say mood, Joe Batunio.
Wyatt Teller. TV would be interesting.
Right there. I got you. We back.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll probably go move to TB.
Joe Batonio, man. You gotta listen to this guy talk, man. Wyatt Teller, sign yourself up for this ASAP. I know my Notre Dame brother ain't here, but I feel like Jeremiah Owusu would be a great TED Talk. I feel like he probably already got one scheduled for real. Shout out Woo.
Well, we ain't see much of that on there, man. Besides them subbing Shedeur out for Kenny Pickett for one of them warm-up throws. Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Hey, Mary Kay,
no. Clown show, bro.
Mary Kay joins us right now on the North Homestead Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram hotline. Can you confirm or deny that Myles Garrett and Chloe Kim are dating? Mary Kay, go.
Well, I don't know if they're dating, but they for Japan. And
I didn't know he was. I had no idea he was. What do they call them, Japanophiles or something like that?
We don't have enough good sushi. I believe he spoke those comments to you, did he not, Mary Kay, down in Florida about
with Jimmy and Dee Haslam for probably close to an hour-long interview in at the meetings wherever they're being held. So yes, that was during that interview where he challenged Myles to step up his leadership efforts this year. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean superstar like that. I do have a little, it's LT. And okay, if he's not there yet, go ahead and start the meeting.
We did see Deontay Johnson, the new Browns wide receiver, maybe on his last life in his NFL journey, potentially. He was not there yesterday. That kind of came as a surprise.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised by that range of other veterans on the team. This is the time to do it because you can't do that for mandatory minicamp. You can't do that for training camp. And once again, it's collectively bargained that they don't have to be at these.
Do you like a 4 QB race? Lima and I got into a dust up a little bit earlier about it because Lima's saying it's got to get down to 3 as quickly as possible. And I go, no, leave it at 4. They're all competitive in some fashion. I don't care. It's still a test of the coaching staff and how they can develop and how they can prepare guys and how they can do through all this. I want to see it all. I want to see the test of the coaching staff and obviously the test of the quarterbacks.
Well, it was never really intended to be a 4-way quarterback competition until they got to the 5th round of the draft and traded up for Shedeur Sanders. It was always going to be more of a 3-way competition until that point. So that just extended it. And when that happened, then they really did have to go to more of the 2 spotting, which means that they're running these concurrent drills on both fields in 7-on-7. So it gets a little bit complicated, but I don't mind it for now, but I do really, truly believe that they have to weed it out as fast as they possibly can because they do not have time to try to figure out who is going to be developing that chemistry and that camaraderie with the starting cast. They cannot do that. They have to hit the ground running. The early part of their schedule is absolutely grueling, and they have to be ready to play.
Mary Kay, if you could, I know it was tough. They were operating 2 different football setups yesterday concurrently to be able to get the most out of everybody involved. So were you able to break down, maybe even power rank, the arm talent from the quarterbacks yesterday?
Well, again, not really, because you kind of had to divide what you were watching. And I mostly watched Kenny and Joe. I stayed on the field with Kenny and Joe when the rookies were on the other field because I just feel like the real starting competition is probably going to come down to those 2. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I just wanted to see what those guys were able to do, especially because we had just watched all of rookie camp recently, and I watched a whole lot of Shedeur and Dillon, and I wanted to see what Kenny and Joe were kind of up to. But here's the thing to remember. If you're going to be looking at stats and the breakdown of things online, you have to be careful about numbers that you're looking at because Shedeur Sanders, and this is just a fact, he did not take any team reps yesterday. He did not take 1 team rep yesterday. So when they went to 11 on 11s, he did not get those reps. Those reps went to the other 3 quarterbacks. So, you just really have to take with a grain of salt when you're seeing breakdowns and numbers. Now, the way that I wrote my story is that I figured people wanted.
Why they always trying to deflect? Because if Shedeur did good, he did good. Why they always trying to deflect that he did good? And by saying he didn't take team reps, numbers might be inflated. What?
Wanted to know what Shedeur was up to, and he was basically the 4th team quarterback yesterday, which I've been saying all along that he would do that they would have Joe and Shedeur as 3 and 4 or 4 and 3. And that's kind of the way that it's going to go. But that doesn't mean that these guys can't change it. It's up to them to flip the script. Shedeur could come back by next week, and we could see him in 11 on 11s when it's open again next Wednesday. But I thought
No, the coach going to do that. They doing that to see how you respond. I'm telling you, man, next week, Shedeur going to be getting all the reps. The same rep Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel getting, Shedeur going to be getting them and Joe Flacco going to be getting them. Joe Flacco probably going to be getting the same reps, but Shedeur going to get more reps next week. That's just how it's going to go. Because I see it. If he ain't get no team reps this week like that or yesterday, he definitely got to get them that week. But don't be downplaying it like his numbers inflated. What? Did the boy score 3 touchdowns or not?
important thing to note yesterday is they are starting him out basically as the 4th team quarterback.
I'm a little surprised just because the media was going to be there yesterday that they wouldn't put Shedeur in the team drills. Do you think that was by design? Do you think they did this independently? Like basically they don't care that the media wasn't really there. They were going to do what they plotted out to do to begin with.
It's a great question because they may have wanted to pump the brakes on Shedeur Mania a little bit and let the world know that, hey, yes, we are starting him at number 4, and he's going to have to climb his way up over the other 3 quarterbacks if he wants to win this starting job. Or maybe that's just the way it is right now, and they're sticking with their plan. So I did think it was a little bit curious or interesting that he didn't take any of the 11-on-11s when we were out there. It wasn't as long of a practice as I thought it would be. It was only about 70 minutes. So they had 2 team periods, 2 11-on-11s. And once again, it is hard to get everybody all the reps that they need in those 11-on-11s, and that's why they're doing the 2 spotting with the 7-on-7s because you can do so many more of those. But I don't know if it was by design, if there was a method to their madness, but it stood out like a sore thumb to me that Shedeur did not take any of those 11-on-11s.
Man, they're ridiculous, bro. This is getting stupid. How do you folks just be saying anything to try to slow down the Shedeur Mania? He the only reason why we talking about the Browns. He the only reason why we on there live. We on the Brown stuff. He the only reason why you getting so much attention. And they want to pump the brakes? Man, if I got a celebrity on my team, hey, I'm putting him out there everywhere. He making me money. Ridiculous, man. Sounds stupid. You, Mary Kate, I ain't even know you before this. Let me get my clothes up. Mary Kate, I ain't even know you before this. The only reason why I know you is because Shedeur on the Browns. The only reason, my cousin played for the Browns last year. The last 2 years he played for the Browns. The Cleveland Browns. I ain't buy no merch. I ain't even pay attention to the Browns. Shedeur go to the Browns, I'm paying attention. I know who Mary Kate is. So what is you talking about? Slowing it down. Shedeur the reason why we on here. He the reason why your article's getting read. This ridiculous, man. You lucky I lost my voice, man. This is ridiculous. They don't want to find the best player to start. They don't. But they ain't want Shedeur. Why you drafting him if you ain't want him? And don't say because you felt sorry for him. Just let the boy go undrafted then. This is stupid, bruh. You don't want to win. Just say, y'all don't want to win. We just want to have a circus over here. We don't want to win. We got the biggest player in the draft. When nobody talking about Cam Ward, when nobody talking about Travis Hunter, before the draft, during the draft, or after the draft. Mel Kiper crashed out on national TV because of Shedeur. Not Cam Ward, not Travis Hunter. Bro, they're ridiculous, man.
Kay Cabot joining us on the show. Yeah, I know what they're trying to do. I support that. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. But they're going to have to weather the storm because I don't think he's going to start the season as QB1. But if they go out there and they play decently and they win a couple of games, I know it's a tough start to the year, then everybody will be quiet. If they go out there and they get boat raced like they did last year against Dallas, like I think the Heat, if he's on the active roster, and I assume he will be, the Heat's immediately going to be turned up by the national media, by fans elsewhere. Because, Mary Kay, I think if you look around the league, and I don't think you'll disagree with this, clearly he's a big story here. But, I mean, other than Aaron Rodgers, I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff in the NFL other than, okay, Aaron Rodgers and then Shedeur Sanders and how high he can go up within the Browns organization, starting fourth on their depth chart.
Well, he definitely moves the needle. There's no question about that. And the national media, they are clamoring for Shedeur news, and they are really on board with him, probably really challenging for this starting job, it seems to me. And so I think that's where, if some of the national media would come to town, I think that they...
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. She talking about him not getting the team reps. Talking about they tried to quiet the Shedeur mania. She done talk bad about him.
They would see that it's going to be, a long battle for him, a big, steep climb for him to get to the top of that depth chart right now. And that's just reality. Everyone has to remember they passed on him 6 times for a reason. They were prepared for him not to be on this football team, fully prepared for him to be somewhere else. So for him to go from 4 to 1, that's a tall order.
Y'all acting like this boy wasn't projected a first-round pick. Like everybody, all the analysts, everybody seen him as a first-round pick. Y'all acting like it's the football skill that made him fall. And ain't nothing on the field that made Shedeur fall. It's all the stuff that you, as a person, as a human being, didn't like about another human being. That's why he fell. This is ridiculous, man. Like, it ain't no football. The reason why he fell to the 5th round is all because another human was so emotionally attached that they didn't like Shedeur. Out of all the NFL owners, all 32, even the Browns, didn't like him. Take him off my board. I don't want that type of player. It ain't got nothing to do with football. Like, it's all stuff that ain't got to do with football. And you talking like he was projected as a 5th round pick. Like he was projected top 3, then went to top 10, then 1st round. What? He's not a regular 5th round pick. He was projected as a 1st rounder. Got celebrity status. NFL owners can't control it. They don't know how to control it. That's why they didn't want him. It ain't got nothing to do with football. I'm gonna get tired of folks talking about he got a tall tag to climb. No. If the boy would have got drafted in the 1st round, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd be talking about Shedeur starting, not trying to climb a depth chart when he was projected higher than all them quarterbacks that got drafted before him. Besides Cam Ward. He was projected higher than all of them. But all of a sudden, he got to work his way up from 4th string. Get out of here, bro.
I personally would be surprised if it happens that way. I actually think that with the way the schedule starts out, that they would be best served by starting one of the veterans. So it's going to be a long way up to the top for him. But the other thing to remember here is that there were not many first-round quarterbacks to talk about. There were not many.
Look, Shedeur, out of all them 42 sacks he took, he probably only, with 10 of them, were probably his fault. The other 32 were the offensive line. You can't say Shedeur took too many sacks when Cam Ward only got sacked 22 times. Dillon Gabriel only got sacked 20 times. All them quarterbacks, their whole career ain't get sacked as much as Shedeur did in the last 2 years. So it ain't all on him. It ain't all on the offensive line, but it ain't all on him. Put him on Oregon. Put him on Miami. Not getting sacked with a better overall team. Come on, bro. Dillon Gabriel went undefeated in the regular season and lost in the college football playoff. Cam Ward set out the rest of the bowl game, and they still almost won. Get out of here. But man, I'm losing my voice, bro. I've been sick. What I'm saying is, quit saying that. Look at the whole totality. The man put up the same numbers as Cam Ward. He went number 1. Shedeur went 5th round. How? The same exact passing yards. Touchdowns. But got sacked 20 more times. 20. Matter of fact, I might do it. I got in college football, I might put Shedeur on Oregon and see what happens. That's ridiculous, man. Dillon Gabriel played 6 years in the NCAA. Oh, he started the most games and threw the most. Of course, he played 6 years. What player in modern college football history have played 6 years? The max was 5, if that. That's after you got redshirted, played 4 years, and did a grad transfer. You got 6 because of COVID. Bro played at Miami for 9. Like, come on, bro. Of course he gonna have the most start. Of course he gonna have the most experience. Of course he gonna have the most passing touchdowns. He played 6 years. Shedeur only played 4. And went redshirted. But you can't bring all them sacks on Shedeur, man. That's all I'm saying. Because if you get sacked 52 times your first year, then get sacked 42 times the next year, but still have over 4,000 passing yards with 37 touchdowns, they don't want to win. Cleveland do not want to win, man. It's ridiculous. Like, I ain't never seen a player get scrutinized for coming to a team that need a quarterback. Y'all act like y'all done won the Super Bowl the last 3 years and got an all-star, superstar quarterback in Deshaun Watson. The man played better with the masseuses. Come on, bro. Let me get my close-up. The man played better with the masseuses than he done played for y'all. Ridiculous, man. Deshaun ain't played more than 7 games for y'all in 3 years. Joe Flacco done threw for more passing yards than him and Kenny Pickett in the last 2, and he wasn't even a starter. Joe Flacco done threw for double-digit touchdowns in the last 2 years. Bruh came off the bench, off this couch. He played 5 games and threw for more passing yards and touchdowns than Deshaun Watson. He was starting. Joe Flacco was at home on the couch looking at Deshaun. He came out there, played 5 games, threw for more touchdowns and passing yards. Kenny Pickett. Joe Flacco threw for 1,300 less yards than Kenny Pickett done threw in his whole career. The last 2 years. Joe Flacco done threw for 1,300 less yards than Kenny Pickett done threw his whole career. In the last 2 years. But he QB1. They went to the playoff. Cleveland went to the playoff. They called the drummer, but don't want Shedeur. They're ridiculous, bro. Why you pick them then? Why you draft them? Just trade them already. Trade them. I done looked at the numbers, bro. I done looked at the numbers multiple times. That's how I know them off the top of my head. I done looked at them. I done studied them. Ain't no way. You gonna tell me Kenny Pickett QB1 when Joe Flacco done threw for 1,300 less yards in the last 2 years than he done threw his whole career? Kenny Pickett and Deshaun Watson ain't threw for double-digit touchdowns in 3 years. Joe Flacco did it the last 2 and he wasn't even the starter. But come on. What is you talking about? He need to be traded. Don't tell me that boy QB1. Well, Shedeur threw over 30 touchdowns in every year he don't play college football. Every year. Man, I don't want to hear about Kenny Pickett. He would have started in Steelers. He would have started in Pittsburgh. He got drafted in the 1st round. How he ain't get no foul shake? Shedeur got drafted 5th round. Ain't got to compete. Kenny Pickett walked in as the Steelers starter. How he ain't get a foul chance? Admit me with that, bro. Tell me Kenny Pickett wasn't the starter after he got drafted. Tell me. Tell me he wasn't. You a Steelers fan? Tell me. Talking about he ain't getting no foul chance. He was a starter. Shedeur got a battle to be the starter. Shedeur ain't played a snap. Ain't got to work his way up. Kenny Pickett came in there, ain't played a snap. He would have started day 1. Get out of here. Talking about foul shape. Boy, y'all ridiculous, bro. Coming out with that foolery. When you lucky my voice gone, bro, you lucky. Would have been yelling in your ear, bro. Justin Fields wasn't even on the team. Stop. You ain't no Steelers fan. But quit that line. Trying to make your point, and you don't even know. Talking about you a Steelers fan. You don't know nothing. Don't even know about your own team, bro. Justin Fields wasn't even on the team. They not. They trying everything they can, bro. If next week come and Shedeur, if next week comes and Shedeur don't start any of them teams or any of these 7-on-7 and he's still the fourth string, get him out of there. They ain't trying to play him. Jane Harrison, what? Boy, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Jane Harrison, old. You talking about Jane Harrison. We talking about quarterback. Bro, get out of here, bro. I'm done with you. I'm done. Ain't no way, bro. You ain't no damn Steelers fan. Ain't no way. Bro, I'm looking at it. This Deshaun Watson. 6 games, 7 games. Bro, he played more than 7 games. 1,102, 1,115, 1,148, 7 touchdowns, 5. This Joe Flacco right here, last year in Cleveland.
Your reaction first.
5
Cleveland
games.
Bringing Joe Flacco back.
Well, Joe Flacco, 5 games, 1,616 yards, 13 touchdowns. Joe Flacco last year, 8 games, 1,761, 12 touchdowns. He played one more game than Deshaun, had double-digit touchdown and more passing yards. And he ain't even start. Why he not QB1? But this dude is. Get out of here, bro.
Garrett Schrader is 5 of 5.
Ain't no way, boy. You ain't a fast shape.
If I were to say, and perhaps I would say it hopefully.
Justin Fields ain't had no foul chance. Bro, we had 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. He got benched. We know Deshaun gone. But the way they talking about it, he might come back.
Shedeur Sanders is going to be the Browns.
It's ridiculous, man. The Browns been had it. They been had the loser mentality. They always done had it. The only time they didn't have it when Jim Brown played. When Jim Brown played. I want to get this correct. Jim Brown just passed away last year, 2 years ago. This man got drafted in the first round in the 6th pick in 1957. 1957 to 1965. They ain't won since 1964. The NFL championship, 1964. They ain't been good since he played. In 1964. Single digit. Ain't never threw double digit. Never. Never. Even when he started, he didn't throw double digit. Is he gonna sell it out? He gonna sell it out when he start. They already talking about you can't get London game tickets. Why you can't get London game tickets? You can't get them tickets in London because not Joe Flacco, not Dillon Gabriel, not Kenny Pickett, not Deshaun Watson, not Myles Garrett. You can't get them tickets because of Shedeur Sanders on your team. How you gonna tell me that this boy the fourth string, he a 5th round pick, like he wasn't projected as a first round, the top 3, but you don't want to play him? If next week come and Shedeur don't get more reps, I'm done. I ain't talking about it no more. I'm gonna make one last live and I'm done. I'm getting my money back for this hat and I'm done. This boy played 6 years. Of course he gonna have the most passing touchdown. Of course he gonna have the most experience. He played 6 years. That boy got sacked 21 times last year. 17 the year before that. 25 the year before that. 22, 6. $42 and $52. But he need to start somewhere else. Let me get some water, boy. Y'all done messed my voice up. GG. Maybe they really like him. Maybe they really do like Shedeur, and they just trying to test him. I don't see how. The boy is tough as nails. He ain't got to prove you. Just let him play. Man, I'm about to get off, bro. I ain't about to keep talking about them, man. They're ridiculous. Creating pointless stuff.
You got Flacco, you got Pickett, you got Gabriel, you got Sanders. I mean, what do you make of this crowded room, Bug?
They got a lot of misfit toys in that room, man, and I get it. First of all, I love the honesty from Joe Flacco. His job is not to be the role model, the mentor. It's to come in there and be the veteran quarterback and try to bring some stability to that room. As far as the room in general, like Deshaun Watson, 2 Achilles surgeries, Flacco, Kenny Pickett with the 2 gloves, then you got the 2 rookies coming in with Sanders and Gabriel. I don't know what we're going to get from them. I don't think anybody with any sense knows what you're going to get from that room. I suspect at some point it's going to be Flacco or Kenny Pickett trying to figure out who's going to start, and then they're going to figure out with the young guys. I don't think Watson is going to be ready coming off not just 1, but 2 Achilles surgeries. So at some point, Lewis,
get equal reps. Everyone's not going to get the same. It's really going to be all about rep efficiency, right? As a player, That's what you're looking for as a coach. That's what you're looking for. Meaning, look, everyone's not going to get equal reps. Everyone's not going to get the same amount of reps, exposed to the same looks, get the same number of throws in each period, whether it be first down, second down, third down, red area 2 minute. But it's about the efficiency. It's about having as close to perfect reps as possible. And then it's up to Kevin Stefanski. And then I think it's important for Kevin Stefanski to move this around from day to day, from practice to practice, to make sure, as he just said, make sure all these guys, though, are exposed to the situations that he needs to expose them to, so he can then make a real, a real organic decision about who's the best guy, so it's truly a meritocracy. You want to make sure that in the end is what comes out of this, and that you're not stacking the deck in one guy's favor over another, which we've seen coaches do now, because they're human beings, and they want certain guys to excel based upon their own convictions going into it. And we've seen that mess things up in the history, and we'll see it mess things up going forward.
Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it. But I'm done. Just like Louis Ridder just said, just like he just said, I appreciate that super chat, bro. I really do. Well, I need it. Well, y'all don't know how bad I'm struggling over here. I'm done, bro. I'm done. If Shedeur don't get more reps next week, I'm done. Cause it ain't even about you being foul no more. You talking about they gonna get equal reps. And Shedeur rep, if he don't start again 13 reps, like I'm thinking they should. Cause they should just rotate the whole rotation, put Shedeur first, and then switch Dillon, Gabriel, and Kenny Pickett to the last, and him and Joe Flacco up. Just like they just do it backwards, where they doing this week. If they don't do that next week, I'm done. Trade Shedeur so we can talk about somebody else. And I can get my money back for the hat. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But what I'm saying is, you can't come out there and tell her it's going to be fair. Then you talking about virtual reps. Y'all the one they drafted got 4 quarterbacks. Ain't nobody tell y'all to do that. Ain't nobody tell y'all to draft Shedeur. Everybody else passed. You passed on the 6th time. Everybody else passed on them. Just let them go be an undrafted free agent if you ain't really want them. You got Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, QB1. Get out of here.
I think it's so interesting what you're saying, because I remember covering the Seahawks in 2012 up at that training camp up in Renton, Washington, and they had the late Tavares Jackson in camp. You had Matt Flynn, who just signed a massive free agent deal, and in comes the 3rd round Russell Wilson, and he was bar none the best player. And then the preseason starts, and he's throwing touchdowns all over the Cowboys. And to a man, you couldn't look around to anyone covering the team or anyone within the organization and say anything than, hey, our 3rd round rookie's the best quarterback we got. He started week 1. It's really difficult for a day 3 quarterback to start out of the gate. But with the current situation, and you have a Joe Flacco who has been there, done that, and has been there, done that with this team, and you have Kenny Pickett, who was a backup last year, and you have Dillon Gabriel, who no one else really saw as a day 1 or day 2 pick other than the Cleveland Browns. There is a window. But for Shedeur to have that opportunity, he has to outwork and outplay those guys every single day, because the uphill battle of being a day 3 pick, that is real. Yet I think there is a window open, and in other situations where there's a bona fide starting quarterback, there wouldn't be. So there is an opportunity for Shedeur to win this job.
Yeah, you bring up the Wilson comparison.
Bruh, the Browns ain't been good since Jim Brown. What is you playing for? 1964. You ain't had a quarterback in forever. Appreciate it. Well, it's a lot of disrespect. What is you playing for? Let me get close. What is you playing for? You playing to lose. You don't want the best quarterback out there because you don't want to win. The Browns, Y'all is a circus. Y'all drafted 2 quarterbacks. Ain't nobody telling you to draft Dillon, Gabriel, and Shedeur. You wanted Kenny Pickett for what? Look, what did you want Kenny Pickett for? This ain't no Sam. Y'all just trying to find a Sam Darnold? I'm trying to get off, but y'all gonna make me stay on. Y'all don't want to win. They don't want to win. I'm talking to their camera and it's up there. Look at this. Look. What? They ain't even want Dillon Gabriel, bro. They wanted Dillon Gabriel to be a backup. That's exactly what they want. Now all of a sudden they get Shedeur. Now he got a chance to be the starter, Dillon Gabriel. You ain't drafted that boy to be the starter. You didn't. Until you drafted Shedeur, that's the only time now it's the quarterback competition. No. But I don't want Shedeur to save face. The Browns is ridiculous. Do they? That's why they miss on them all the time. Because they stupid. They ain't had. That's why it's a difference between the Eagles and the Chiefs. A good ran organization with a good GM. They ain't come in there and say Jalen Hurts, he a second round pick, he gonna start. They had Carson Wentz. Jalen Hurts came in there, back up. Mahomes, Alex Smith. Mahomes came in there, he with the backup. The Browns ain't got no quarterback. You ain't got one. Is they? Bucket about to be all up in that locker room, man. He got that deal with the NFL. It's over with. He going to Tampa. He going to Cleveland. He going to Carolina. Wherever else he gonna go. But we ain't talking about the Browns because of Dillon Gabriel. We ain't talking about the Browns because of Joe Flacco. This dude right here, Deshaun Watson, I'm going to say it again for the new folk. Deshaun Watson played better with the masseuses than he done played for the Browns. Well, my voice gone. I don't sound like this for real, but my voice gone. Ridiculous, man. Now all of a sudden all y'all want to come in. Y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe and share, tell your friend about that money, man. You already know. Can't tell me they playing foul. If he don't get more reps next week, I'm done. Let that sit there for a minute. Let me get some more water. whatever it is, you know what I meant. They ain't gonna let you see it. Mary Kate said they trying to shut down the Shedeur Mania. Mary Kate, I didn't even know who you was before Shedeur. I'm gonna say it again. My cousin played 2 years on the Browns. I ain't pay attention to none of this. I ain't pay attention to nothing what the Browns were doing. All of a sudden, Shedeur go, I know who Mary Kate is. I know about ESPN Cleveland. I know about the head coach name. I know about the GM name. I know about how the facility look. What you mean? I know how the practice field look. I done seen the whole diagram of the practice field. He ain't throw 80-something yards. I done seen the inside of the locker room. Hell, I even know what the dog look like now. I ain't even know it was a dog. What you talking about? Shedeur the reason why we watching the Browns. That's the reason why you can't get a ticket to go to London. To that game, you can't get a London ticket game across the water. Them folks selling out their stadium to come see Shedeur. When had the Browns sold out a game? I'll wait. And if they ain't selling out the game to see Shedeur, they sure ain't selling out the game to come see the Browns play the Minnesota Vikings. Like, come on, bro. Y'all know y'all ain't going to that game to watch Minnesota because it's going to be a good game. No. You might want to get your money back, KJ. K Journey. You might want to get your money back. Hopefully the NFL shopping fanatic do that little trade thing. They're talking about unusual behavior. They ain't, see, you can't even get the ticket. Look, you can't even get the tickets. Your browser activity had been paused. We detect unusual behavior on either your network or your browser. What all I did was click on get tickets. All I did was click on get tickets. You can't even get the ticket. Look at this. It coming up on that one. It coming up on Detroit. I clicked the same button. That same button. Look. You can't even get them.
Many quarterbacks in this class to talk about at all. So there were not many first-round quarterbacks to talk about. There were not many quarterbacks in this class to talk about at all. So he definitely is someone that is claiming all of the attention, and it doesn't hurt his case that he comes in as a celebrity, basically.
All right, Mary Kay, just a final note. I'm not sure you heard the story, but because you also live in a posh waterfront community, very exclusive.
Congratulations to you both on all your success.
Have you ever been conned by street hustlers? And by that, I mean kids walking up and down offering to do work in exchange for money.
No, actually.
At least you know he is a celebrity.
I want to show you how to buy dirt cheap government seized real estate for as little as $3,000. Now, as you know, there's only one way to do that, and that is through the power of tax lien and tax deed.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Orange and Brown Talk podcast. Dan Lobby, Mary Kay Cabot, Ash.
Sort of rivals those two.
But this is the world of Shedeur Sanders. So again, this feels like something that it's not his fault. He didn't do anything wrong. He just showed up and practiced. But the rest of the world has run with these OTA stats. So listen, Bill Nunn Jr. Award winner, you have seen everything. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Well, I've seen a lot of crazy things, including Johnny Manziel showing up on the doorstep, right? I mean, and then Baker Mayfield showing up on the doorstep. So the Shedeur Sanders experience sort of rivals those two guys just in terms of the cult following and their rabid.
Why the following got to be a cult?
Passionate fan base and things like that. So I have seen things kind of like this, but I do think that we just have to be so careful about putting out stats like this without the proper context to them.
Just like y'all put out articles without the proper context. What? See, they want to downplay it when he do good. He done did better than all the other quarterbacks with these stats. Now all of a sudden we got to do the proper content.
Okay, yes, I'm sure those numbers are correct, but you definitely have to take into account what the situation is for these guys, and I think that's important to note. Shedeur Sanders, as we so aptly told everybody yesterday, did not.
I ain't no coach. I'm on here just like everybody else on here. They talking about Shedeur. They on here to make money. I ain't no coach.
Take one rep in 11 on 11s. The Browns are making him earn it. He has to come in here as the fourth string quarterback and work his way up that depth chart. So he did not take a team rep. He did not have Mason Graham, in his face yesterday at all. He didn't have anybody in his face because they did not have defensive linemen on the field or offensive linemen on the field when he was out there practicing. And 7-on-7s are a whole different ball game. You can be an absolute star in 7-on-7s, but it has to translate over to, first of all, 11-on-11s in practice, and then a preseason game, and then a real game.
And it got to translate for all of them, just not Shedeur, Mary Kate. So when we looking at the stats, when Kenny Pickett in a real NFL game, he done threw for more interceptions than touchdowns. Them real games, Mary Kate.
So we haven't seen really any of the true Shedeur Sanders experience yet. I will say you do want them to look great in 7-on-7s. It's a good building block. It's what you want to see. Absolutely 100%. And I'm happy for him. And anybody that thinks that I'm against Shedeur Sanders, well, then they were not listening to this podcast for how many ever months, right? When
what you putting out? I ain't gotta listen to the other stuff. How you talking now?
I was saying over and over and over again, just take him at number 2. Just take him at number 2. So I am not anti-Shedeur Sanders, but
yes, he is.
Am all about getting the facts right, getting the facts straight. And right now, a graphic like this, although it's fun and it gets a lot of clicks and a lot of attention, it's just not really exactly what's going on out there at practice right now.
I'm done with it. Yeah, they all did throw 7-on-7, but she's saying he didn't get no reps in the team drills. She's saying some of them reps were team drills. That's what she said on the other interview that I had listened to. But what I'm saying is, just like the dude said about the stats, if Shedeur threw for 3 touchdowns, the point of the game or the point of the offense in the NFL is to score points. If my quarterback in the red zone, I don't care where he at on the field. If he on the red zone and he's scoring 3 touchdowns, that's 21 points. I ain't never seen somebody get mad for a quarterback scoring 21 points in a game versus all the other 3 quarterbacks only threw 1 combined total. That's 7 to 21. I don't care if it's in the red zone. You want your quarterback to score, and he scored 3 times. What you mean the stats don't matter? The only reason why we keeping stats is because Shedeur on the Browns. I ain't never heard nobody keep stats in the OTAs. I ain't never heard of that. All of a sudden, we keeping track of stats and completions in OTAs because of Shedeur. Because y'all want to see how good he doing and how bad he doing. Because y'all want to say the complete opposite. If that boy mess up, if he was 3 for 9, like Buddy said, you would be saying the same thing, right? Nope. You would be talking how bad Shedeur was. You ain't going to talk about how good he is, but you going to talk about how bad he was if he went 3 for 9 and threw 2 interceptions. Why you keeping track of OTAs? You ain't never seen nobody track OTA pass completions and touchdowns. I ain't never heard of this ridiculous mess. But now all of a sudden he doing good. Now you can't believe the stats. Why y'all tracking it then?
Over here for me. But I just think it is important that people understand we're not doing this to rip on Shedeur. We're just kind of trying to frame what we saw versus kind of what's being put out there nationally.
Right, and I think it needs to be put into proper perspective. And I really believe, I know that we can do that. We can put it into its proper perspective. And the reason why that's so vitally important right now is because Shedeur, it moves the needle. And Shedeur is someone who the whole entire national media is trained upon and focused on, and they are hanging on every word, every tweet, every clip about Shedeur, and they are forming their opinions about what should happen in this quarterback competition based on what people with boots on the ground are putting out there. And that's why I think we have to treat it with the utmost care, and we have to be careful, and we have to be fair about what we are disseminating. I just think it's vitally important. In addition to that, in addition to the national media just clinging to everything that we're seeing or doing here, is the fact that there is a whole Sanders nation. And
but y'all were clinging to that information talking about he did horrible in the interviews. What's the difference? Y'all clinging to that? Didn't want to believe nothing else. Didn't want to believe nothing else. But all of a sudden, the stats and stuff, he doing good. Oh, we can't cling to that. We can't believe all that. I can't believe none of y'all. Because y'all be lying. Bro, the second he mess up, he gonna be a bust. They ain't gonna jump over. They gonna call him a bust. Is she gonna go in there? She gonna be the first in line to try to interview Shedeur. Deep rooted. You see what time it is? You see what time it is? Look. My deep-rooted hate in their heart. You see what time it is.
God love them. I love passionate fans, and they are passionate about Shedeur, and that is great. Once again, we've been through this before. We've been through the Johnny Manziel mania and the Baker Bros and all of that. We know what it's like to deal with a passionate fan base, and that's tremendous. That's absolutely wonderful. But the fan base deserves also to know what's going on here. And that's why I haven't been afraid to tell the truth of what's going on in the quarterback competition. Not that Shedeur is not performing well in it, but I'm trying to tell the story of where he stands in it right now. And where he heads into the quarterback competition is in 4th place. He's QB4 right now. That's where he is. And he can jump out of that on any given day. And he can climb up that depth chart any week or whatever the case may be. But that's where he is starting out. And he didn't take any first team or 11 on 11 reps, offense versus defense yesterday. And I thought that was somewhat significant. They are making him earn it. They are showing him, look, here's where you are right now, and here's where you need to go. And he needs to climb up over the other 3 quarterbacks if he wants to win the starting job. And he's off to a great start. In rookie minicamp, he did a great job. And on the first day of OTAs, he did a great job in his 7-on-7s. And as we go along, we're going to see how he does in more of the 11-on-11s. And then in training camp, we're really going to get a very good idea of how he is handling pressure and how he's assimilating the offense and how he's doing when he has Myles Garrett bearing down on him and things of that nature. And we're going to get to see him practice twice against the Philadelphia Eagles and play against the Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl defending champion Philadelphia Eagles. And we're going to get to see him practice against the Carolina Panthers and play against the Panthers and also against the Rams in preseason. And by the time it's all said and done, we're going to know where he stands and how he has picked everything up and how he has handled this competition. But that's not how it's starting, and people need to understand the truth. It's not Shedeur bashing. It's not. It's being portrayed like that in some circles. That's not what it is. People deserve.
Mary Kay, this the first time you done said something kind of remotely positive about Shedeur, because it still wasn't fully positive. But what I'm saying is, how can you classify somebody at QB4 if y'all don't have a starter? It ain't like you got a quarterback coming back to y'all team that was the starter last year. The only one you got on there was Deshaun Watson, who is hurt. You don't have a quarterback, so how can he be a QB starting at the 4th string? You don't have a first string. It's an open competition. It ain't no set number. Like, bro, what?
To know the truth.
I'm done. I appreciate y'all watching, man. Like, subscribe, Michelle. Hopefully, my voice coming back a little bit. I done drunk this hot water. This how I regular sound. I don't know, bro. Talking about we can't believe you. Because you could be lying. I don't trust nobody. But I know what I seen with my own 2 eyes at Jackson State. I know what I see. I was in person live watching this boy play. And I know what I seen on every Colorado game I watched with my own 2 eyes. And I know what I seen on these clips from the OTAs and the rookie minicamp. So you can't tell me we can't be taking all that. No. Get out of here, man. I'm done with this. Bro, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Like the channel, subscribe to my channel, man. I'm coming with these debunking everything. Shedeur, Travis, if I can ever get to him, Cam Ward, I'm talking about all these boys. But right now, you know, the hot man is 12 right now. 12 is hot. You know, when you see 12, you gotta run. When you see 12, you gotta run.
Build different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we about to shock the whole world. Shit it to the land, yeah, about to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shit it to the saint, yeah, straight domination. Shit it to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land. just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders. Yes, sir. It's time. Yeah. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Call Shedeur to the land. Yeah, you about to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the savior, straight domination. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Shedeur to the land, yeah, you bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the savior, straight domination. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land. Cleveland, you just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders. Yes, sir. It's time. Yeah. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Call Shedeur to the land. Yeah, you about to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the savior, straight domination. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. No favors, built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Shedeur to the land, yeah, you bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the savior, straight domination. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land. Cleveland, you just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders. Yes, sir. It's time. Yeah. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Call Shedeur to the land. Yeah, you about to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Shedeur to the land, yeah, bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the saint, yeah, straight domination. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land. Cleveland, you just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders, yes sir, it's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, about to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the saint, yeah, straight domination. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Shedeur to the land, yeah, bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the saint, yeah, straight domination. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land. Cleveland, you just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders, yes sir, it's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, about to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the saint, yeah, straight domination. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, about to go crazy. From Came from the bottom, no handouts, no favors. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Shedeur to the land, yeah, bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the savior, straight domination. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land. Yeah, Cleveland, you just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders, yes sir, it's time. Yeah. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, you bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the savior, straight domination. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. No favors, built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Shedeur to the land, yeah, you bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the savior, straight domination.
Greg Sankey said yesterday
Shedeur
that
to the
he
land,
believes
city
that
got a plan.
independent decisions
Gold
can be
jacket
made.
dreams
So
and it
he
started in the
said
land.
that he
Yeah, Cleveland, you just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders, yes sir, it's time. Yeah. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, you bout to go crazy. From PrimeTime blood, now the whole city waving. Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur to the savior, straight domination. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in a land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight.